This is a dream I had on Wednesday, July 9th, 2008. It's called Dream of Our Nation's Schools. And I'm just going to read straight off the blog here. This morning I saw a rising body of water. The water was on fire, or rather, the water was fire. It was scary, and it rose, and there were no bounds to it. It rose high and spread, and then I saw it enter into a school. It rose and flooded the school. I saw students leaving the building slowly, not being evacuated, but they were casually walking away, and they were covered in flames, but unaware. They couldn't feel the flames, and they couldn't see them either. I stood and watched the destruction and was amazed at it. And as I turned and looked at the school, I saw the large double doors open slowly, and the water was to the ceiling. And then it gushed out and flooded everywhere and all around. Fire, water, destruction. And then I heard students drop silently one by one. The ones who were walking away, they began to fall one at a time, and only then did they begin to realize that they were on fire. Then I heard a blood-curdling scream, sheer terror, a young woman screaming in pain, realizing she was on fire. They began to see and feel. Okay, and as usual, upon waking, I prayed about this, and I asked my guide to tell me what he would have me say about this. And here we go, and I'm still reading straight off the blog here. That explains my monotone voice here. Our nation's schools. The deception has come in slowly and is now bringing so much filth and destruction that they are immune and blind. It's all they know, the children, unless they have been brought up under God's word. They do not know that even now, as they walk away, released into the world, graduate, their very beings are set aflame by the enemy, infected and deceived. Infection that spreads. As viewed, this fire, it appeared to be living, and not in a good way. It was alive and fast, burning like no other flame I've ever seen, and it was part of the water, and the water was fire, and I thought of the fire of hell. The spiritual state of affairs within our nation's public schools, which we as a nation have invited and allowed, removing prayer, incorporating worldly teachings, false doctrine, and satanic reading, whether by intention or carelessness, it matters not. We have shaped this new emerging generation. However, I also saw that the school itself was also destroyed by the flood and fire. To counterbalance this one, I recall another one I've seen, not a dream but a vision. It was a large group of teens walking together in the streets, singing and praising God in unison, worshiping and serving Him, all on their own. And it was in the middle of the day, when they should have been in school. I sensed something had happened and they could not attend school. You know, one answer, I see a lot of Christians putting their children away in private school, and that's great. But, you know, in an ideal world, we'd all have our kids in the exact environment we choose. But that's not possible for everyone. Not everyone has the means, the income, the resources to send their kid to the school of their choice. We have to, even as our children come through the worldly systems, we still have to continue keeping them in God's Word and keeping them under prayer and training them up the way they should go. God bless every teacher in the public school system of the United States of America.